When people think of events, they usually think of these big expos with thousands of people. But what we're talking about here is really 100 people and under, or 50 people and under, or even just 10 or 5 people that are getting together for a purpose and trying to do something. I mean, the way that we describe micro events, it could be you bringing out your clients to dinner where there's 5 or 6 of you at dinner. It could be taking out your team where you have 4 or 5 employees underneath you and you want to do something together. Those are micro events. And for the most part, we feel like that those have been neglected where the person that's planning those is on their own. There's no support structure other than knowing that you can go out to dinner or you can go to the bar. And so that's where we think that we can have a different spin on that.
Right. So I guess in the past, micro events was the sales guy takes the people he's trying to sell out to a steak dinner. Maybe they go to a strip club afterward. They close the deal. That was the 1960s micro event, maybe. Um,
Yep.
Now you say they were neglected, but what you guys do is online micro events. Is it purely online, or are they in person as well?
Right now it's just online, but we're going to be piloting in person this summer in Boston and then be rolling it out in multiple cities by the end of the year.
So online micro events neglected, but then COVID hits. Was that a boom kind of for your business because suddenly everybody's online? They got to figure out how to do this stuff. Was it a coincidence? Did you guys form during this? Like how does
Yeah,
this
so
all come together?
we've been doing this for about a year. And so we started this in COVID, which is why it's all virtual. And really, this was a pain point that I had as a manager. This is now my fourth startup. In the last three, we had hundreds of employees, and we were always looking for ways to connect those. And those were always teams that were not always in the same place. And so as a manager, I had two choices. Either I just ignored the people that were remote or working from a different location, or we did these awkward happy hours or lunches where there was no centralized topic and we were just trying to talk. And so we knew that there was a better way. And ultimately, what you're trying to do with these events is to try to create deeper relationships. I mean, you gave the examples of the 1960s steak dinner and strip club, and that stuff doesn't necessarily resonate as well anymore to kind of differentiate yourself. But doing something that's interesting and new and unique, like doing a tour of Pompeo virtually or a sushi and sake event with a client, even though you're not sitting them next to them today, facing them, you're doing it through Zoom and you're engaging all your other senses. You can still develop those deeper relationships, and that's what we're doing with reElivate.